John Lusk here, Lusk Archery Adventures. Series testing, successful hunting. Today I'm testing another head by Slick Trick, and this is the ViperTrick. After all these years, so many people have asked me to test this broadhead, and for whatever reason, I just never have. And so finally, I thought, man, I need to test the ViperTrick. This is a lot of people's favorite head. I've never used them in the field, but I got a pack, and I'm ready to put it to the test today. And I'm going to be using my regimen for 2024 to do this test. Now, if you're not familiar with it, please check out the video that I posted earlier this year called 2024 Broadhead Test Process. And it'll show you all the different tests I do, why I do them, how the scoring works, and so forth. It'll be really helpful if you're not familiar with my testing. And then for the shooting today, I'm going to be using my Elite Era bow, which I'm really liking for most of the shooting. And I'm using a Killer Instinct SWAT X1 crossbow for the flight forgiveness testing. And then I'm using Bishop Archery shafts. I'm using the FOC King for most of the shooting, the Fat Eliminator for the hard impact stuff, and then the GOAT crossbow bolt through my crossbow. All right, let's zoom on in here and check out the ViperTrick and then put it to the test. Here's a good look at the ViperTrick, all right? This is a nice looking broadhead here, a little different than some of the other Slick Tricks in that the blades are different dimensions. So you've got the same super steel ferrule right here, this one-piece steel ferrule. It's got a little different shape than most of the Slick Trick ferrules in that it's flat there to go along with the overall design. And then you've got these stainless steel blades that are 0.035 inches thick. The main blade is 1 1/16 inches in cutting diameter, and then the shorter blade is 7/8 of an inch in cutting diameter. So the overall cut is just under 2 inches, 1 15/16 of an inch. So a little bit less cut than the standard, but it has a little bit wider cut in this one dimension. So interesting concept there. The overall length is, by my measurements, 1.16 inches in length. As for resharpening, any of the replaceable blade Slick Tricks can use this Stay Sharp Guide replaceable blade sharpener, and it makes quick work of them. It does a fantastic job. So really eager to put this ViperTrick to the test and see how it performs. The ViperTrick got the 8 ring. It took 167 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 10 on a 10-point scale, plus a bonus for being below the baseline of 200. It penetrated 9 1/4 inches, which is one of the best I've ever tested. And it only took an additional 27 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.46 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated through 61 layers. It's in pristine condition after going through the MDF 3 times. And it did very well with 2 shots through the steel plate. You can see the tip might have gotten ever so slightly blunted, and there's a little bit of edge chatter on some of the blades, but very minor. And then you can see the holes. It makes really nice holes in the steel plate there. Here's a good look at the ViperTrick after all the durability testing, and it did very well through the MDF, very well through the steel plate. On the hard impact, this tip got a little bit rolled over there, as you can see, but otherwise still spins well, and it held together quite well. So what do you think? Man, I can see why a lot of people really like this head. It's just a great broadhead. I mean, it kind of hits all the marks there. Now, I don't know if I like it as much as the Standard or the Magnum, but it's a good kind of in between size-wise with those. So, you know, you just want to match the animal that you're pursuing with the Broadhead that you're selecting, and so this might really be a winner for you, but it certainly did well in the testing. You check out the score sheet and see how it performed in the areas that matter to you the most, and see if it might be a good fit for you. And stay tuned for the overall cumulative score as well as the corresponding Lusk grade.